Hello and welcome back to Pokémon Blue and Pokémon Star Green, where today we are going to be beating the Indigo League. And then going to catch a Mewtwo. Why am I... Right, because we ended there last time. I'm in different places because I traded myself all of the red version exclusives over in green. That's right. I understand why things are different now. And I'm gonna have to go get my party back together in green. So let's put away that Hitmonchan. Not a red version exclusive, but I did have to go to red to get it. And now I gotta find the team. They're in box 7 by the looks of it. So something that's mildly annoying about this game's box system. When you catch a Pokemon, they get put into the top of the box. When you put a Pokemon away, they get put into the bottom of the box. I'm grabbing Alakazam. Finally, Dodrio. Alright, got the whole party. Now I gotta make sure everyone's in the right order. Looks like we want Booster up next. And then Gyarados. And then Alakazam, and then Dodrio there, and we've got Mark over there on the right. We need to put Mark away and get whoever we're missing. I believe it's Golem. Yeah, it's Golem. Alright, give me yonder Golem. And just to confirm, yes, both teams are the same and in the same order. I'm going to use the Pokemon Center because there's no reason not to, and in the meantime, we'll fly over to Indigo Plateau. Hang on, what was it called? Sekie. They're very different colors between the two games. And let's buy some full restores because we are allowed to. I'm gonna buy 20, which I'm going to assume is far more than we will need. But better to be safe than sorry. And a few more revives wouldn't hurt. And let's look at our items. So we've got 10 revives in each game. We've got an X accuracy in each game. Got a bunch of full heals. Got some max revives. Has some full restores. Alright, we should be good to challenge the E4. From here on, you face the Elite Four one by one. If you win, a door opens to the next trainer. Good luck! And we shall save before we start. And here's Lorelei. Welcome to Pokemon League. I'm Lorelei of the Elite Four. Or in Japanese, she is Kanna of the Four Heavenly Kings. No one can best me when it comes to icy Pokemon. Freezing moves are powerful. Yeah, I mean, it's true. Your Pokemon will be at my mercy when they're frozen solid. Ha ha ha! Are you ready? Alright, so we're going to be at a level disadvantage against every single member of the Elite Four. And both dugongs are resting, but neither one should survive long enough to wake up. Also, note that both dugongs chose rest on turn 1, because the AI in this game is going to do its cheating always. Anyway, we're just going to keep clicking Thunderbolt here. Aurora Beam on both sides. And we can get away with a Nightshade at this point. Slowbro is a little scary. What with Psychic being super effective against Ghost. Well, not against Ghost, against Poison. And there's an Amnesia. We got the Para on the left, and it used Amnesia over there too. Though I don't think an Amnesia will protect it from going down to this Thunderbolt. Here comes Jinx. Hey there, Nick. So Jinx is the first Pokemon here that we do not have a super effective move to use against. But perhaps we can use Hypnosis and get some value. Well, we missed on the left. And got Ice Punched. Okay, now we've got the Jinx put to sleep. And now let's change Pokemon. Though who would I even change to? Flareon could use Ember. That would be super effective. But I don't know that it would really accomplish too much. Golem's too low level to really contribute. I think Gyarados might be the play. Just for a strong physical move. Except it doesn't have a strong physical move. Because his only physical move is Bite, which isn't that strong. So maybe we just use Surf. Oh, right, Jinx woke up. Okay, Surf not doing as much as I'd hoped it would. Body Slam. Oh, great. Got the para. So the good news, that's not slowing me down any. Really, a super potion, Lorelei? Okay, a full para is gonna slow me down. Would have expected Lorelei to use something better than a super potion. Like, where's your full restore, lady? And I've been fully paralyzed on every super potion turn. And apparently Bite's just doing more than Surf to begin with. Okay, so here comes Lapras. I've said that we will only swap for experience's sake. And I'm gonna keep that true. I will stay true to my word. Let's get some XP on Flareon. Because I'm sure as heck not leaving Flareon out in front of this Lapras. Confuse Ray on both. Please do not hit yourselves. Okay, righty hit itself. Got a para on the left, and both Laprases tried Confuse Ray again. I wonder, is Confuse Ray a psychic move? Oh, lefty hit himself. And another Confuse Ray on the left, and another Confuse Ray on the on the right. Yeah, I'm starting to think that, oh, righty hit itself again. And another Confuse Ray from both Laprases. Does it just not have anything else that can hit a Gengar? Okay, confusion's over on the right, but I bet it's gonna come right back if we don't get the kill on this turn. Lefty hit itself again. And we got a full para on the left. And no more confusion on the left. Lorelei uses a super potion, so I guess we are not getting confused on either Gengar anymore. I believe that is Lorelei done. How dare you! You're better than I thought. Go on ahead. You only got a taste of Pokemon League power. Whereas in Japanese she says that the Pokemon League's true power is yet to come. This isn't all there is to it. Alright, so we have some healing to do. I wish I didn't have my inventories all scrambled up. It's a lot easier to manage two inventories when they've got the same items in the same positions. There's a Hyper Potion. We can slap that on Gengar over there. I think... Oh, no, I'm not out of Hyper Potions over here. So let's use one of those there. And use another one over here. And then we'll need to use a full heal on Gyarados. Okay, we got Bruno next. For Bruno, I believe we are going to want Gyarados for most of it. I think Dodrio as our opener might be better. I'm Bruno of the Elite Four! Or in Japanese, he is Shiba of the Four Heavenly Kings. Through rigorous training, people and Pokémon can become stronger. Hey there, guard. I'm doing fine. Hope you are too. I've weight trained with my Pokémon. So, in Japanese, he says that he's lived his life training with his Pokémon, and he's going to continue doing so. Redmond! And in Japanese, he says, "So, you said your name was Redmond? We will grind you down with our superior power." Whereas in Japanese, he says, "See if you can take our super power." Hoo! Or in Japanese, "Ooh!" I was incorrect. We wanted Gyarados out front. Thought this guy would start with his actual fighting types, not with his rock types. Okay, looks like left used Pound and right used Harden. Harden's not going to matter one bit. Pound at least leaves some lasting damage. And here comes Hitmonchan. So now we want Dodrio, and let's just hope Hitmonchan isn't using Thunder Punch, but even if it is, its special status so low it won't matter much. Counter. Well, let's see how you take a Drill Peck. The answer is, you don't. And here comes Hitmonlee. Let's see how you take a Drill Peck. The answer is, you don't, which makes sense considering Hitmonchan is the more defensive of the two. Also, we got an unnecessary crit on the left. And here comes another Onix. And so we bring back Gyarados. An X Defend on the right, and I believe that was another Pound on the left. Why would you use an X Defend on your Onix when you have your Onix... You have Harden on your Onix's moveset, I guess, because X Defend goes first, but for NPCs, actually, it doesn't. And here comes Machamp. Let's leave Gyarados out front, mainly because I'm concerned about what this thing might be able to do to Dodrio on the Switch. It does have a very high attack stat. Okay, Lefty tried to use Fissure. And Righty used Leer but missed. I guess I shouldn't have been afraid at all. Also, forgot to compare Machamp and Kaidiki's sprites while they were both on screen, but those proportions on left Machamp are odd. Like, what's with the tiny and yet oddly chunky legs? The rear arms are also tiny, but have giant fists. Just looks weird. So Lefty just used Submission on us, but is gone now. Why? How could I lose? He says that as if he didn't lose to someone else literally earlier today. My job is done. Go face your next challenge. In Japanese, he adds the equivalent of a damn after my job is done. Like just an expression of frustration. Where is my Hyper Potion? I don't still have one. I guess we only have max potions and full restores, so I don't need either one on the right. And I believe that's also true of the left, so let's find our Montan. Where are you? Do I not have a max potion on the left? Bike, Super Rod, Pokeballs that I was using to catch Pokemon to trade over the red exclusives. Let's go ahead and just throw these away. We're not going to need them. Revives, X Accuracy, Poke Flute, Rare Candies, Full Heals, Escape Ropes, Max Revives, some vitamin that I forget which one it is. I believe that's a Max Elixir, a TM of some sort. HP up. I think point up is PP up. Full restores. Max Ether, I think. Another TM and Ultra Ball. So yeah, I guess full restores are all we have for healing on the left now. Perhaps I should have bought more. Feels like a huge waste using a full restore for just like 38 HP or 42 HP. But on we go. Here comes Agatha. Her entire team is poison types. And thus, it is Alakazam's turn. We have 10 PP on Psychic. We are probably going to end up using all of it. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm not trusting Alakazam enough. Maybe we'll only use 4 or 5, or 5 PP, I think. She's got 5 Pokemon, if I'm not mistaken. I am Agatha of the Elite Four. Or in Japanese, she is Kikuko of the 4 Heavenly Kings. Oak's taken a lot of interest in you, child. Whereas in Japanese, she calls him Old Man Oak. That old duff was once tough and handsome. That was decades ago. In Japanese, she doesn't say that was decades ago. She says that now he's not even a shadow of his former self.
Now he just wants to fiddle with his Pokédex. He's wrong. Pokémon are for fighting.
Whereas in Japanese, she says, you can't just spend all of your time fiddling with a Pokédex. Or, yeah, putting together a Pokédex. And, yeah, Pokémon are meant to fight.
Redmond, I'll show you how a real trainer fights.
Alright, we outspeed the Gengar, that's good. And we one-shot it. We got a crit on the left, and on the right. We accept those. I don't know if the crits were necessary, but we accept them. Golbat, I do not believe is going to survive a Psychic. Even with the level difference. Nice, unnecessary crit on the right. And here comes Haunter slash Ghost. Okay, the crit on Gengar was necessary considering Haunter survives without a crit. And Haunter's special stat is not lower than Gengar's. Interesting, on the right she uses Nightshade, but on the left she used a Super Potion. I wonder why she decided to use an attack instead of a Super Potion on the right. Maybe the Haunter just wasn't quite low enough into the red for her to care? Got a crit on the left. Probably not necessary. Definitely not necessary, considering right Alakazam's special is 2 lower than left Alakazam's. And here comes Gengar number 2. That Gengar is high enough level that it can take out right Alakazam with a Nightshade. But instead it tried a Dream Eater with no sleep. They both tried Dream Eater with no sleep. Agatha, that's not how the move works. And we got a Confuse Ray on the right, whereas left Alakazam outspeeds the Gengar, and thus the Gengar is gone. And way to hurt yourself, Alakazam. I am, for safety's sake, going to use this Max Potion right now. I would use a full restore if they cured confusion in this game, but they don't. Alright, Toxic is going to be really just a speed bump, a mild annoyance, unless we repeatedly hit ourselves. Okay, if we do not land our Psychic this turn, Alakazam is going to faint. Okay, thank you, Alakazam, for not failing this for us.
Oh, you're something special, child. You win. I see what the old Duff sees in you now. I have nothing else to say. Run along now, child.
Okay, let's get our Alakazams fixed up. Full restore down there. And full restore down there. Oh, left Alakazam is already fixed up. Whoops. I need to actually use that on the right. And I don't think we need to worry about our PP for Lance. Against whom, Gyarados is our best option. Because Gyarados is the one that we taught Ice Beam to. It always amused me that this room, you do not make any inputs yourself. The game auto-scrolls you through there. And there's Lance. Ah, I heard about you, Redmond. You really need a comma after the U there. And in Japanese, he's like, oh, so you're Redmond. I lead the Elite Four. You can call me Lance, the Dragon Trainer. Or in Japanese, he's like the captain of the Elite Four. He's the dragon user, Wataru. You know that dragons are mythical Pokémon. Whereas in Japanese he says, surely you're aware that dragons are sacred legendary creatures. And neither one of these is true. Legendary well, I guess they can be legendary creatures. But they're definitely not mythical Pokemon. There is a mythical Pokemon in this game, and it is Mew. Which is not a dragon. They're hard to catch and raise, but their powers are superior. It's not that hard to catch them. You just go to the Safari Zone, fish one up, and throw balls. In Japanese, rather than saying that their powers are superior, he says that if you raise them well, their strength is unsurpassed. Which is also untrue, because Mewtwo exists in this game. They're virtually indestructible. Well, are you ready to lose? In Japanese it says, so, shall we begin? Your league challenge ends with me, Redmond. Yeah, in Japanese, he was like, so, shall we begin now? Or are you going to run home with your tail between your legs? He doesn't say, like, I'm gonna... He doesn't go like, I'm gonna beat you, you're gonna lose, etc., etc. He's just... Shall we begin, or will you turn tail and run? I should have opened with Gengar. But maybe I can still get some value by swapping to Gengar through Golem as my sacrificial Golem. And Golem's eating a Hydro Pump on both sides. 0 chance it survives that. ×4 effective stab Hydro Pump from a Pokemon with 100 special. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Not for Golem. But Gives me a safe swap into Gengar, who can Thunderbolt. And Thunderbolt against Gyarados is still good. And here comes Dragonair. We can keep Gengar up front. Let's actually use Hypnosis. Missed on the right. And it used Agility. Oh, it's going to keep using Agility because it sees super effective on Gengar with a Psychic-type move. So, we can actually just go to using Psychic. Yeah, this will be fine. That thing's gonna... Well, maybe it won't use Agility anymore now that it's used it 3 times. Oh, no, it's gonna keep using Agility. Truly, Lance is a strategic genius. Ooh, nice special drop. Not that it's going to matter. Okay, maybe it is. After that Hyper Potion. Oh yeah, it's gonna matter quite a bit. And more agility, because, again, Lance is a strategic genius. And here comes another Dragonair. I didn't compare Dragonair and Hakuryu's sprites. Hakuryu meaning just white dragon. But, I like how it looks longer in the Japanese sprite, though I think the head is much better sprited on the right. Like, the head looks better. I do think I prefer the ear wing thingies on the left. So yeah, on the left, I'll take the ear wing thingies and the length. On the right, I will take the head and the pearls and the shading. I'll pretty much always take blocky shading over dithering. But that's just me. Let's try Hypnosis again. Because I don't know if this thing has agility to spam. And we put them both to sleep. Be neat if I had Dream Eater, but Psychic will work. Nice crit on the left. Oh, a crit and a special drop on the left. Left Gengar's just an overachiever here. And there's a special drop on the right, but then also a Hyper Potion. Used after my attack in a turn, because again, NPC trainers cheat when it comes to item use. Got a crit on the right, which actually ignored the special drop, though I think we did either the same amount of damage or slightly more than we would have had we not crit. And here comes Aerodactyl / Patera. So, do I just go straight for the Thunderbolt? I think I just go straight for the Thunderbolt. Way to Hyper Beam, you idiot. Okay, it tried Hyper Beam twice in a row on the right. Whereas on the left, we got a Hyper Potion. Still a Hyper something. And then we got... what was that? Takedown on the left? Does this Aerodactyl not have any non-normal type moves? Apparently, Gengar just hardwalls Lance's Aerodactyl. And here comes Dragonite. Or Kaidyu. So, I don't like how gangly Dragonite is on the left. And, like, it's not even the arms or the legs, it's just the neck. What's going on? It's so gangly. And the head looks weird, and the wings are... I like how long the tail is. I don't like whatever the heck shape is going on with that left leg. Yeah, honestly, Dragonite is just a straight-up improvement. I do wish its tail was still that long. But where would they even fit it? Let's try a hypnosis on this thing. Okay, we got it on the right. And it used agility on the left. So I think we're actually just completely safe. Yeah, it's just going to use barrier and agility and nothing else. So let's just continually use Psychic. This thing... Well, I guess we can't continually... I missed Psychic? Thanks, Gen 1 miss! Ooh. That did way less damage than I was hoping to see. I've got enough Psychics to get through this if he doesn't use another Hyper Potion on the left. Ooh, we got a special drop. But here on the right, I'm gonna have to dip into these Thunderbolts, which isn't gonna be amazing. That's fine. It reports as not very effective, but it's neutrally effective because this game's weird about those things. Got a crit on the left, and another special drop, and he is not using another Hyper Potion. Honestly, Nightshade would probably do more than these Thunderbolts, but... Either way, we got rid of the Dragonite. I think the thing knows, like, Barrier, Agility, Hyper Beam, and maybe Blizzard? I don't know what the fourth move it knows is. What I do know is it was never going to use anything other than Agility and Barrier because Gengar's a Poison type. And clearly, Agility and Barrier are super effective against Poison types. That's it! As in Japanese, it's like... Ugh. I hate to admit it, but you are a Pokémon master. In Japanese, he hates to admit it, but our Pokémon skills are the real deal. I still can't believe my dragons lost to you, Redmond. You are now the Pokémon League champion. Or you would have been, but you have one more challenge ahead. You have to face another trainer. So in Japanese he says, there's one more trainer you have to face, and that trainer's name is... Oh. Blue, or Green. He beat the Elite Four before you. He is the real Pokémon League champion. So, here's a question. We have to beat the Elite Four and then the champion in every Pokemon game. That's just how it works. But in specifically this game, this is the one game where they pull the, oh, you beat me, you're the champion, or you would be, but you have to go fight the real champion first. This is the one game where they do that. So, let's assume, and it's probably a fair assumption, that prior to Blue/Green winning, Lance was the true champion here. Who got kicked out of the Elite Four the moment our rival won in this game? That's what I want to know. Who got kicked out of the Elite Four because of him? Because, like, yeah, he battled his way through the Elite Four, then beat Lance and became the champion. Which implies that Lance was previously the champion. And there was an Elite Four before Lance. Because we're pretty sure that Blue was not the first champion this Elite Four ever had. So yeah, just who? And let's use a Max Elixir on our Gengar, which I believe is PP Maxu. Yep. Okay, and does anyone else need a notable amount more PP for something? Probably Alakazam. Yeah, we're gonna want more than 3 Psychics. And no. How is Gyarados doing? 8 Surfs is probably plenty. 7 on the left, but still, probably enough. I don't see us needing all of those. So let's find... Do I have an Ether? I have a Max Ether, and that's it. Outlander, I do not believe Oak was champ. Especially with everything that Agatha said about him. Like, oh, he spends all his time fiddling with his Pokédex instead of battling Pokemon. See, I don't think Oak was champ. A point up is, I believe, a PP up. Whereas the max up is what I just used. Or no, max up is HP up. PP recover is what I want. There we go. But yeah, I firmly believe that Lance would have been the champion prior to Blue. Because that just makes sense, and also he's the champion in Gen 2. Yeah, it makes sense that Lance was the champion prior to Blue coming through here. I'm just wondering who got kicked out of the Elite Four because of Blue, because it had to be someone. It wasn't Koga, because Koga was already a gym leader still. Janine's still a kid. Though we get to see her if we play through Pokemon Yellow. She's hanging out in Fuchsia City, like, at the zoo portion of the front end of the Safari Zone. But yeah, who got kicked out of the Elite Four when Lance got demoted and everyone else got demoted? Hey, I was looking forward to seeing you, Redmond. Whereas in Japanese, yo, Redmond, you came too! My rival should be strong to keep me sharp. And in Japanese he has, haha, I'm so happy to see you. And... hang on, I need to look up a term. He says that if my rival was weak, there'd be no one to compete against. While working on Pokédex, I looked all over for powerful Pokémon. In Japanese, he searched for the perfect Pokémon. Not only that, I assembled teams that would beat any Pokémon type. In Japanese, he searched for a combination that could beat its way through against any Pokémon type. And now, I'm the Pokémon League champion. Or in Japanese, he stands at the top of the Pokémon League. Redmond, do you know what that means? I'll tell you. I'm the most powerful trainer in the world. If that's true, then canonically, the Indigo League is the most powerful league there is. But this is a world in which the Sinnoh League exists. I mean, it doesn't yet, but it's going to. I don't know that we've had a champion stronger than Cynthia yet. There have been a couple that could certainly give her a run for her money. But I don't think any have been stronger, especially not as of BDSP, where they made her even more powerful. I guess to challenge people with the always-on friendship mechanic thing. So, this battle here, A, it's got really cool music that I like a lot. But B, whether you have the, whether you have battle animations turned on or off, they get turned on for this battle, which is not the most pleasant, but it's a thing that happens. And here is Bird. Let's use Ice Beam. Okay, the Bird tried to use Whirlwind on the left. And another Ice Beam. Oh, we have been mirror moved on the right. Whereas on the left, it tried once again to Whirlwind us. Apparently, green is a lot more scared of us than blue is. And here comes his Alakazam. That's a problem. Let's see if we can get a bite through here. Oh, using Reflect on both. So, in English it says he gained armor, in Japanese he says that he became stronger against physical moves. And boy were they right on the right, on the left we got a crit. I don't know that we take that Psychic. I don't know what Lefty tried, I missed it, but so did it. It missed me. And it just tried another Reflect, but we made it through with our Gyarados on the left. Because apparently green is just a lot more scared of us than blue is. And yeah, Outlander, this Alakazam... Yes, it is cracked. Most Alakazams are, if we're being honest. I'm gonna switch to my own Alakazam. Seismic Toss is not the best option there is. for getting rid of this, but since our Alakazam is the only thing we have that resists psychic moves, and we can do fixed damage back and use recover as needed, our Alakazam is probably our best Pokemon for dealing with his. Because I don't believe we have anything that's going to outspeed his Alakazam. I see we're both recovering. I don't believe we have anything that can outspeed his Alakazam, and our next best thing against it, Gengar, because we can use Gengar to put it to sleep. Yeah, Gengar is never ever going to survive a Psychic from that thing. Anyway, let's get that thing Thunder Waved so that it can be less of a threat to us. Now our Gengar will outspeed it. Ooh, nice full para. I would have loved to see a KO there. No special drop, please. Alright, let's go ahead and use recover. Okay, we're both recovering. That's fine. That does mean we're going to have to use 2 more seismic tosses. Though, if we get a full para this turn, that would be pretty much ideal. So, full para, please. Reflect. But it failed, so that's fine. Arguably, reflect but it failed is equally good compared to full para. And here comes Rhydon on the right, and Sidon on the left. I wish we still had a Gyarados on the right, but I can fix that. This might be sacrificing our Alakazam, but I believe Alakazam has pretty much done its job at this point. Well, no, Alakazam we're still going to want for Venusaur. I don't know that we survive this Fury attack unless it stops soon. Oh, okay. That was soon. Okay, swap to the Gyarados, and let's use Surf on the left. I don't believe Rhydon takes a Surf. Also, I'm glad it missed Horn Drill. Also, we've got a crit on the left, I believe. I would like to bring out my Gengar against this Gyarados, and I can probably do so pretty safely, honestly. I could go through Golem, but I think Golem will still have value later on in this battle. Okay, Dragon Rage, that's fine. It's gonna take 4 of those to take out either of these Gengars. Meanwhile, Thunderbolt. I apologize for all the flashing on the left. I can't have combat animations turned off for this battle. Nice unnecessary crit on the right. And here comes Arcanine. That will be another good use for Gyarados. Let's see if we can put this thing to sleep. We sure can. Let's see if it stays asleep. It sure does. So now we get a free switch over into Gyarados. Because even if it wakes up this turn, it can't attack us. And it's staying asleep. So this Arcanine will probably never get to make a move. If it survives this Surf, there was a chance it could have made a move if it had woken up this turn. But it didn't wake up this turn, so even if it wakes up next turn, or rather this turn now, it's not gonna get to attack, so yeah, it's just going down. And they're both staying asleep, that's fine by me. So now we only have to get through Venusaur. Alakazam can handle that without too much issue. But with Gyarados having Ice Beam, we might not even need Alakazam for it. Nice crit on the left. Nice freeze on the right. Okay, we just won. I mean, I guess, yeah, he can use a full restore, but... Nice crit. And yeah, we win. Just instant victory on the right. Because a freeze is just a KO with extra steps in this game. Did I just beat my rival with only a single max revive used? No, that can't be! You beat my best! So in Japanese, it's like, it can't be, it's really over! I gave it my all and still lost! After all that work to become league champ? Yeah, Outlander, my team was very underleveled. But it turns out, when you use Pokemon that are just really good to begin with, and also have taught them good DMs, you can still get a lot out of them. My reign is over already? It's not fair! Why? Why did I lose? I never made any mistakes raising my Pokemon. Darn it, you're the new Pokemon League champion. Although I don't like to admit it. Redmond. So, you won! Congratulations! You're the new Pokemon League champion. You've grown up so much since you first left with Squirtle. So, in Japanese, instead of just saying, since you left with Squirtle, he says, since you left with Squirtle, to go fill out your Pokédex. And the word he uses for how you've grown could also be translated as, like, you've become more of a man. Not just you've grown up, but you've become more of a man. Redmond, you have come of age. In Japanese, yeah, he says you have become an adult. You've grown up, etc. Well, the literal translation is you have become an adult. Outlander, you can't say that he didn't make or that he made a mistake raising his Rhydon in it lacking a stab move. Doesn't matter how you raise your Rhydon, it will never learn a stab move. You have to teach it a TM, which I would argue is not part of raising a Pokemon. Because, yeah, by level up in this game, Rhydon will only learn normal type moves. Nothing else. And then as far as his Arcanine with Ember as its only stab move, his only other option was to level it up to 50 before evolving it. And besides, his Arcanine didn't even get to show off any of its moves. For all we know, this one knew Flamethrower. But no, I put it to sleep right away and it stayed asleep until it fainted.
Blue, I'm disappointed.
In Japanese, Green, it's too bad.
I came when I heard you'd beat the Elite Four.
In Japanese, he says he flew here when he heard that he'd beat the Elite Four.
But when I got here, you had already lost. Blue, do you understand why you lost? You have forgotten to treat your Pokémon with trust and love. Without them, you will never become a champ again.
So, in English, he says you'll never become champ again, and in Japanese he says, without those, it doesn't matter how hard you try, you'll never stand at the top. Which is kind of silly, considering he did, in fact, already stand at the top, however briefly.
Redmond, you understand that your victory was not just your own doing.
I mean, yeah, my very underleveled Pokemon did have to work quite hard for this.
The bond you share with your Pokemon is marvelous.
Whereas in Japanese, he says that, me and my Pokemon form an exquisite combination.
Redmond, come with me. Ahem! Congratulations, Redmond. This floor is the Pokémon Hall of Fame. Pokémon League champions are honored for their exploits here. Their Pokémon are also recorded in the Hall of Fame. Redmond, you have endeavored hard to become the new league champion. Congratulations, Redmond. You and your Pokémon are Hall of Famers.
Yep, that's the Gyarados we got. Flareon definitely was on the team. It may not have shown up at all during the Elite Four or Champion battles, but it was on the team. Yep, that's our Alakazam. Dodrio also helped. Gengar put in a lot of work, let's be real. Golem was there to be a sacrifice once. And that's me! Pokédex rating. Oh, our Pokédex rating got kinda skipped on the left, but whatever. You even have the evolved forms of Pokémon! Super! I believe we're allowed to just reset at this point, but I'm not going to. We're just gonna watch these here credits. Because they're not gonna be very long. This was made by a quite small team of people. But yeah, honestly, for its time, I shouldn't have to tell you, given the size of the franchise now, this game was incredible for its time. Because it spawned this franchise for a reason. Yeah. This game saved the Game Boy. It made Nintendo keep the Game Boy around for longer, rather than do their next generation handheld. So, yeah, it's a thing. Kinda started a whole big deal. I mean, there's still people playing these games 30 years later. Like, literally, these exact games. Right now, me. 30 years later, I'm playing them. But now that we have beaten the game, we are allowed to go to Cerulean Cave. And yeah, Outlander, what Microsoft is doing to the industry is horrific. And let's just say I'm very glad that Nintendo Japan, at least, Nintendo Japan treats their devs much better. Nintendo America is not so kind to their contract workers, their localization staff, their everyone. But Nintendo Japan is generally very good to their devs, and like, I don't know how much turnover there is at Game Freak, but I know a lot of the people in the credits for these games are still working there.
Good to see you. How is your Pokédex coming? Here, let me take a look. Pokédex completion is 145 Pokemon seen, 115 Pokemon owned. Or in Japanese, we've got 147 seen and 130 owned. Professor Oak's rating?
And we've seen the English rating already. But in Japanese...
To have a Pokédex this complete, you're already a professional.
So yeah, in Japanese, I am a professional Pokemon player. Which... I don't think I've made any money on any of my Pokemon streams. Which is fine, by the way. I'm not in this for the money, I'm in this for fun. I stream as a hobby. So I guess technically I'm not a professional Pokemon player. But if completing Pokédexes was something I could get paid for, oh baby, I would be rolling in money. So I'm going to change to an empty box over here on the right, because we're about to go to Cerulean Cave, and I just want to be absolutely certain that we will have space for whatever we find in there. I don't have any empty boxes on the left anymore because I've spread my Pokemon out across too many boxes. But I believe box 8 is still, like, half empty. Outlander, as far as Pokemon tournaments go, I have gone to one VGC qualifier back in Gen 6 before I was really, like, at all into the competitive scene. And I won, like, 2 out of 6 matches or something. Like, I got stomped. And nowadays, in Pokemon Champions, I have gotten to Master Ball tier. But as soon as I got into Master Ball tier, I was struggling pretty hard, and I managed to get 1 win, which is what I wanted, because I wanted to see if you could get the ribbon for winning a Master Ball tier match with a Pokemon through Pokemon Champions. And while you do get the title on your Pokemon, like, you do get the ribbon for them, it doesn't persist outside of Champions. So, like, yeah, I've got a Basculegion the Rank Master in Pokemon Champions that was sent there from home, but if I send it back to home, it loses access to the title the Rank Master, which, what is even the point then? Anyway, here's Cerulean Cave. As you can already see, it is different between these two games. So I cannot sync up the gameplay because the cave is different. Like, yeah, it's just not even the same cave. Not in the slightest. And funnily enough, in every Gen 1 release, Cerulean Cave is different. So it's different between Japanese Red and Blue, and Japanese Blue, which is what we get US Red and Blue based off of. And also, Pokemon Yellow has a 3rd different Cerulean Cave. There are 3 Cerulean Caves in Gen 1. Hey look, it's a sleep. Or rather, a Hypno. I need a Hypno. So let's tag that thing with a Dragon Rage. Can probably take 2 of those. Maybe even 3. And I do not need a Rare Coil. Don't need a Dodrio. So, fun fact about Dodrio. Not really a fact about Dodrio so much as a fact about me and my schoolyard rumors for this game. When I was a kid, in elementary school, these games had just come out. One of the schoolyard rumors started by one of my friends who was a compulsive liar. Yeah, he said that, it was super rare, but in Victory Road, you could find a Dodrio that already had a nickname, Huey, and its stats would be way better than any other Dodrio stats. And I don't know why, but I believed him. Anyway, Hypno, the Hypnosis Pokemon.
When it locks eyes with an enemy, it will use a mix of psi moves such as hypnosis and confusion. Okay, so, if memory serves, the Victory Road, or not Victory Road, the Cerulean Cave we're seeing on the left, I believe is the same one that got, reused for the Let's Go games. Anyway, we found us a Sidon, which I do want to catch. We need that. Wow, that thing has a lot of HP. For Dragon Rage to take off that little. I don't think that thing survives an Ice Beam. Its special stat is very low, and Ice Beam is super effective. So I think we just use some more Dragon Rages. And in the meantime, we take that advantage to try and make some progress on the right. Alright, let's try hucking a Hyper Ball. And let's get our Hyper Balls further up. I probably should have bought more Hyper Balls before coming in here. But 40 should be enough, right? I know there was an item over there. I'm ignoring it. That thing just tried to horn drill me. Let's bring out Gengar so we can put it to sleep. Honestly, should have brought Gengar out from the very start, because that thing can't touch a Gengar. Right, Electrode is too fast for Gyarados to run away from it. Too fast for anything to run away from it, really. Let's swap to Golem. Alright, we caught the Rhydon. And Golem isn't here to run, Golem's here to dig. Sidon, the drill Pokemon. Oh. It has evolved and become able to stand on only its back legs. Oh. It can stab its horn even into bedrock. Well, not bedrock, that's just... even into boulders and drill holes in them. Wow, bad turn to explode, Electrode. Well, we found our way to specifically a full restore in Pokemon Green. Let's actually put Gengar in front on the right. And then we will do the same on the left once we are free from this Wigglytuff. Don't need a Venomoth. Alright, so that ladder is not the one that leads to progress. Good to know. I don't have a map to follow for Pokemon Green, so we're just going blind. Oh, hey, a nugget. This ladder feels promising. Oh, I wanted to go in there. Can my Gengar run away from an Electrode? Nope. But I don't believe the Electrode can harm my Gengar. It's got Swift, it's got Explosion, it's got Reflect. Oh, we've found our way back to the entrance in Blue. Alright, so the first two ladders lead to a closed loop. Good to know. And looks like this ladder also does not lead to progress in Green. Why is it that the right is the only side we found Hypnos on? Perhaps the last ladder that is reachable will be the one that takes us somewhere useful. Alright, we're definitely covering some distance. Alright, covered some distance to a dead end. Technically, in Green, my living Dex could use a Kadabra. Because I don't believe I've caught additional Abras or Kadabras since I evolved the one that I did caught. The one that I did catch, rather. Grammar is a thing. But I don't care right now. I didn't bring enough Hyper Balls to catch anything that I've already got in my Dex. Other than... Well, no, that's it. I will be catching only things that I do not yet have in my Dex. Okay, I've found my way to here. Is this somewhere that matters? I don't believe... Yeah, this is not where Mewtwo is. Looks like we actually want to be working our way to the top left somehow. Oh, that's where it came from. Does this take us anywhere? It sure does. I do have a map for Blue. I haven't been referencing it very much, but I have it. There's a 10% chance that we could find a Marowak. Oh, that's the ladder that I came in here with. Yeah, there's a 10% chance we could find a Marowak on this upper floor. And that would be something I could use. So, is there... I think I'm taking a path that I already took in green. It's easy to get turned around when I'm paying attention to two separate games, both of which are in a maze. But now Blue has made its way to the floor Mewtwo lives on, so Blue we can ignore for a bit. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we already took this exact path before. Oh look, another Sidon. But we don't need it. And yeah. So we're just gonna leave Blue be for a bit. So I guess we can start moving when we get encounters on the left. Yeah. Oh. Down here on the bottom floor in Blue. Way to explode yourself there, Electrode. And down here on the bottom floor, Marowak is a 20% encounter, so we're actually pretty decently likely to find something we need here. Rhydon is also 20%. We don't have that in Blue yet. And Sandslash is 5%. So there is a whopping 45% that any given encounter will be something that Blue can use. And there's one of the things that Blue can use. Which also drops future encounters down to a 25% chance that we find something we could use. And we don't have to worry about that Rhydon harming our Gengar one bit, because it literally is incapable of it. Because it only has moves that it can learn from level up, and it's got both Leer and Tail Whip. What a diverse move pool. And there's a Marowak on the left. We will want to catch that. The Marowak we have to worry a bit more about than a Rhydon, because that thing can learn ground moves, which are super effective against Gengars. And it just instantly woke up. And it just instantly woke up again. Where are my Ultra Balls? There are my Ultra Balls. And Hyper Ball, go! Now we got our right on the right. Rhydon, the drill Pokémon. Protected by an armor-like hide, it is capable of living in molten lava of 3,600 degrees. Well then. Over there to the right is a max revive. We might as well stop for that. And on the left, we've got Gara, the bone-loving Pokémon. Oh. Its body used to be small and weak. But since it learned how to use bones, its personality has become aggressive. Or its disposition has become aggressive. Also, it's not that its body used to be small and weak, it's that its body is small, and on its own it's weak. There we go. But it learned how to use bones, so now it's aggressive. Hooray. Good job, Marowak. Congrats on your newfound aggression. Okay, that's a dead end. Lost track of which game I was going which direction in. Sorry, game, we don't need another Rhydon on the right. Oh, this is promising on the left. Hey, we found our way to the lower floor. And yeah, I can now confirm that it is in fact the red and green layout that they used for Let's Go. That's a Marowak on the right. We need that. Well, that's not good. Marowak, I'm gonna need you to fall asleep and stay asleep forever. Okay, it's not falling asleep. Gengar is getting knocked out. I do want that Marowak, though. So let's bring out the Dodrio. And we'll just drill peck it for a bit. I say for a bit, but apparently it can only take one. Got a max revive over there in green. Fly is weaker than Drill Peck. now let's just try throwing an Ultra Ball, see if it works. Sure did. Marowak, the Bone Keeper Pokemon. The bone it holds is its key weapon. It throws the bone skillfully like a boomerang to KO targets. Alright, let's get Gengar revived on the right. Get a free Ultra Ball. So Sand Slash, not Sland Sash. Sand Slash is the only thing that we can still find in here that we need other than, you know, Mewtwo. It's interesting, we have to go through that big maze to find our way down to this floor. But once you're on this floor, it is a very linear path. No turns to make. Anyway, we've found Mewtwo on the left. Sorry, Marowak, we already got one of you. We don't need you again. Sorry, Chansey, don't need you. You're not even worth more XP than usual in this game. In later games you would be, but in this game you are not. So Mewtwo is gonna absolutely ruin us. Because the only Pokemon we have that can put it to sleep is weak to Psychic. And sure, we can paralyze it with our Alakazam, but then we have to deal with a Mewtwo that's still alive and well, throwing Psychics all over, and just tearing through our party with that base 130 special. Or is it higher than 130? I think it might be higher than 130. Either way, it's got an enormous base special attack, and it's using Stab Psychic. Oh, by the way, it also has Recover, and Infinite PP, because this is Gen 1. But let's give it a shot. Sure, I could have taken the Master Ball out of my PC, but no. We're gonna catch this thing in Hyper Balls and Ultra Balls, and honestly, I think I'm gonna go with the green sprite here, because that's just the standard model for Mewtwo, like, in its standard pose and everything. Like, that's what Mewtwo looks like. I guess the shading on the tail is better on the right, but, like, yeah. We're used to seeing Mewtwo stand up tall like that, rather than hunch over. Anyway, let's see if we can get a Hypnosis off before this thing slaughters us with Psychic. On the left we maybe can, because it used Swift. But on the right, no such luck. Alright, so I guess we're going for a paralysis catch on the right. There's a Swift. That's not going to be great for Alakazam. Mewtwo's attack stat is also huge. And Alakazam's defense stat is not! At least we can do fixed damage with Nighthead. Ooh, if we can get a freeze, that would be amazing. We got a freeze! Okay, we've officially won on the right. So we're just gonna lower this thing's HP nice and low, and then throw balls. And since we've got it in the yellow and asleep on the left, we're gonna go ahead and throw balls over there too. And looks like we just caught it. So left Mewtwo never got to do any damage whatsoever. Right Mewtwo killed 2 of our Pokemon, but then got frozen and is now just a free catch. As long as it doesn't break out of every single ball I brought, we get to go home with both Mewtwo's. Okay, I'm not gonna risk any more bites after that crit. We're just gonna throw balls until one of them works. So we started with 59. Let's see where we end up. At 57. Okay. Well, that wasn't hard. Mewtwo, the genetic Pokemon. Or Mewtwo, the genetic Pokemon. It was created by a scientist after years of horrific gene splicing and DNA engineering experiments. In Japanese... as a result of... repeated gene splicing experiments, it turned into it turned into a very dangerous Pokemon. Yeah, a ferocious Pokemon. And yeah, Outlander, Mewtwo is 3 inches taller than I am. And 20 pounds heavier. Which I guess means that either Mewtwo is a fatty, or very muscular, but I mean, neither one of those seems accurate. I think it's mostly just the tail must add a lot of weight, you know? Yeah, 3 inches taller than me. Anyway, we got us a Mewtwo, hooray. Golem, get us the heck out of here. I know we don't have Sandslash yet, but whatever, I don't care at this point. I can get that on my off time. Let's head out here. And then we'll look at our Pokédex some more. Because I do have more Pokédex entries that we haven't looked at. I don't have Venusaur in both games, but over on the left, we've got Fushigibana, or Mysterious Flower. The seed Pokemon. The scent wafting from its flower calms the emotions of whatever it fights. Abel, the snake Pokemon. They are commonly found in grasslands. They are constantly using their tongues to taste the air and can use this to sense danger in their surroundings. And then we've got Abuk, the Cobra Pokemon. The pattern on its stomach looks like a scary face. Just seeing this pattern causes weak enemies to flee. Nazo no Kusa, which is just like, it's mysterious grass. The weed Pokemon. Hang on, I need to... It's the first sentence there is that it's got another name. It's called by another name, the Archimedes, which I feel like that's probably something. Like, it's really close to being Archimedes, but it's not. Just trying to see if that's actually something other than just... Nope. Okay. So, yeah, Aruki is walking. Not so sure about Mendes. Because everything I can find, that's just, you know, the name Mendes. And it's not the walking Mendes. Apparently, in English games that translate this, they call it the Audium Wanderus. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, We can be at least looking at the sprite on both games. Where is it? There it is. When night falls, it is said to walk 300 meters on its 2 routes. And then we've got Gloom, the weed Pokemon, or Kusaihana, which is literally just smelly flower, the weed Pokemon. Oh. I need to look up another word. Okay, so it says that it releases an incredibly foul stench from its pistol. Which I guess means that this must be a Japanese, or a female flower? Yeah, must be a female flower. So all glooms are female, apparently. Yeah. Releases an incredibly foul stench from its pistol that can be smelled from even 2 kilometers away. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Not only smelled from 2 kilometers away, it can knock people out from 2 kilometers away. So, yeah, never get within 2 kilometers of a gloom, I guess. And Vileplume, the flower Pokemon, or Rafflesia, the flower Pokemon. It's literally just the English name for the flower that it's based on, Rafflesia. Oh. It has the largest petals in the world, and it uses them to spread allergenic pollen like mad. So goes from it can knock you out if you smell it from 2 kilometers away to it's gonna make you have a real bad allergic reaction to all that pollen. Alright, Mankey. Mankey, the pig monkey Pokemon, or Monkey, the pig monkey Pokemon. Oh. Hang on a sec. Okay, it's agile and it has a ferocious disposition. And when it gets angry and goes into a frenzy, it becomes impossible to handle. Primeape, the pig monkey Pokemon, or Okorizaru, which is literally just angry monkey. The pig monkey Pokemon. Oh. It's always furious. You can run and run from it, but it will follow you. Or it will chase you to the ends of the earth. Growlithe, the puppy Pokemon, or Gaudy, the puppy Pokemon. They have a very friendly and loyal disposition. They will howl and bite at enemies to try to drive them off. Incidentally, in the Japanese games, the move that we know as Roar, its name can be literally translated to howl. So it will use Roar and Bite to try and chase off enemies, if we're to translate this directly into move names. And now, Arcanine, the legendary Pokemon, or Windy, the legendary Pokemon. A Pokemon passed down in Chinese legends. A Pokemon from Chinese legends. Specifically Chinese. And it says that, it's said to run with incredible speed. So it's spoken of in Chinese legends and runs really fast. That's what we know about Windy. So we didn't really compare these two sprites, but, yeah, I'm gonna take Machamp over Kaidiki any day. Because, admittedly, neither one is good. Like, at all. At least Kaidiki, or at least Machamp has some semblance of appropriate size relations between all of its parts, instead of having some parts be oddly large and some parts be oddly small. Machamp at least looks like it would make more sense in 3 dimensions. Oh, we didn't find a Hypno in the Japanese game. Whatever. Hitmonchan, the punching Pokemon, or Ebiwara, the punch Pokemon. Apparently, it has inherited a professional boxer's soul. Like, it literally says that a professional boxer's soul has taken residence in this Pokemon. And the speed of its punches is faster than the Shinkansen. So it punches faster than a bullet train goes, and is possessed by the spirit of a professional boxer. Did I look at the Seaking stuff? No, I didn't. Seaking, the goldfish Pokemon. In the autumn spawning season, they can be seen swimming powerfully up rivers and creeks. Or, in Japanese, we've got Azumao, the goldfish Pokemon. its sharp drill-like horn can be used to drill through rocks. Yeah, it uses them to drill through rocks in riverbanks to make its nests. Also, I don't think we looked at Goldeen either. I caught that off-stream. Goldeen, the goldfish Pokemon. Its tail fin billows like an elegant ballroom dress, giving it the nickname of the Water Queen. Oh. Its dorsal and pectoral fins have been developed like muscles, so it can swim at a speed of up to 5 knots. Staryu, the star-shaped Pokemon. An enigmatic Pokemon that can effortlessly regenerate any appendage it loses in battle. Or Hitodemon, which is, like, it's literally Starfish Man. The star-shaped Pokemon. Often found on beaches. When night falls, their core glows red. Starmie, the mysterious Pokemon, or Starmie, the mysterious Pokemon. Its central core glows with the 7 colors of the rainbow. Some people value the core as a gem. Hang on. It due to its geometrical body, some people wonder whether it might be an alien life form. Yeah, there are some local rumors that it might be an alien life form because of the geometrical shapes in its body. We can't look at Scyther because I haven't got one over in Blue, and apparently we've never seen one, despite having battled every trainer, but whatever. Strike. That's right, Scyther's Japanese name is just the English word strike. The Mantis Pokemon. It uses its sharp scythes to slice up its prey and end their lives. It very rarely uses its wings to fly. We also haven't seen an Electabuzz in Blue, but Ereboo, the electric Pokemon, or the electric shock Pokemon, rather. It loves powerful electricity, and so it frequently appears around large power plants. Gyarados, the atrocious Pokémon. Rarely seen in the wild, huge and vicious, it is capable of destroying entire cities in a rage. And in Japanese, Gyarados, the atrocious Pokémon. It has an incredibly ferocious disposition. And... Alright, we have read this. The hyper beams it fires from its mouth can burn anything to cinders. Or will burn anything to cinders. It burns things to cinders with the hyper beams it fires from its mouth. Ditto, the transform Pokemon, or Metamon, the transform Pokemon, Henshin. Capable of copying an enemy's genetic code to instantly transform itself into a duplicate of the enemy. In Japanese... Yeah, Outlander, the blue sprite for Gyarados is amazing. The green sprite is kinda off-model and doesn't look great. Also, ditto here. In Japanese, that looks like you asked a kid to draw a blob in MS Paint. And on the right, that thing looks like it's actually got some volume to it. It's amazing what proper shading can do to a shape that's still just a blob. Yeah, in Japanese... It can freely alter the arrangement of its cells to transform into other organisms. Did we look at Lapras's dex entry? I don't believe we did. Lapras, the transport Pokemon. A Pokemon that has been overhunted almost to extinction. It can ferry people across the water. And in Japanese, Rapuras, the transport Pokemon. It has high intelligence and can understand human speech. It loves transporting people across oceans. So it in fact enjoys to transport people. Now let's look at Jolteon, the lightning Pokemon, or Sandaz, the lightning Pokemon, so literally thunders. It is Zapdos' name, but plural, because Zapdos is thunder, and Jolteon is thunders. Oh. If you anger or startle it, all of the hair on its body will stand on end like needles, and it will use them to pierce its opponent. And Omanyte, the spiral Pokemon, or Omunite, the spiral Pokemon. An ancient Pokemon that lived in the oceans of the distant past. It wriggles its 10 arms to swim. And I believe that's the end of the Pokemon that we have seen in both games. Or that we've seen in either game, and that we had not yet looked at the dex entries for. Yeah, there's a few that I could go get today. I believe we could go find a wild Persian, Japanese Hypno, as well as a wild Sandslash. But that would require me to actually care enough to go grab those on stream right now, when I have accomplished what I came to do. So, yeah, that's going to be it for my streams of these games. I certainly had a lot of fun seeing the differences between the two languages, and also the differences between the two tile sets and the two sets of sprites. There's a lot more different between Japanese red and green and US red and blue than you might think if you hadn't already been informed. Like, I knew that a lot of these things would be different, and yet seeing the actual differences side by side makes it even clearer how different they are, despite being, you know, the same game. It's fascinating. And I hope everyone watching was as fascinated as I was. My thoughts on ever doing this again? Yes, I do plan to do it for Gen 2. 100% I will be doing it for Gen 2. Beyond Gen 2, we'll have to see, because, like, I've already done Pokemon Emerald on stream. Maybe I'll do, like, Sapphire or something. Gen 4, I've already done Platinum on stream. I don't want to do Diamond or Pearl. Gen 5, I've done White on stream, but I haven't done Black 2 or White 2, so maybe there. Gen 6, I've done... I think I did X on stream? So yeah, like... Gen 2 and Gen 5 are the most likely ones that I would do this for again. I might still do it for other games, because, like, yeah, it's been fascinating, though admittedly in later games there will be fewer differences between the languages. It'll be more subtle stuff. But Gen 2 still has quite a few localization changes beyond just language. So that'll be fascinating to check out. And then for other games, we'll see. But yes, definitely for Gen 2. And my plan for other games like Ace Attorney, I don't have Japanese copies of Ace Attorney and whatnot. Yeah. Pokemon I can do, because Pokemon, I love Pokemon. It's also simple Japanese, so I can read it nice and quick on stream and be fairly accurate. For games with more complicated Japanese, it would take longer to parse everything. So yeah, games made for kids like this tend to be better to do more easily in real time on stream like this. But anyway, now that we're done with this, my plan for what to do next, I'm going to do Pokemon Stadium and do the Prime and Poke Cups, but that is going to have to wait a bit, because I'm going to have to get a team, like, actually ready. Which, yeah, I've got the foundations of a team here. None of my Pokemon are above level 51, and that's good. We want to have a team of 4 level 50s and 2 level 55s. So, yeah, Gengar we can take up to 55 and then get a bunch of other Pokemon to level 50. But, yeah, it's still going to be a bit, because I need to do that, and then I also... Well, I don't need to care about the team on the left. I'm not going to be playing Pokemon Stadium in Japanese, because I don't have a Japanese copy of that. I just want to play Pokemon Stadium in English to unlock the Dodrio Tower, at the very least, because then I can use that to speed up the process of collecting things, potentially, if an English copy of Stadium lets me play a Japanese game using the transfer pack. We'll find out. But, yeah, we're going to do that, Pokemon Stadium, and that's going to take a while because I need to get a team ready, and I need to also replace the save battery in my copy of Pokemon Stadium, because it needs that done. Last I checked, its save battery was still holding saves, but I don't know how long that's going to be the case, considering my copy of Resident Evil 2, which I played earlier this year. That game... I wasn't able to back up its save using the same thing that I used to back up the saves of my other N64 games, because it had a different type of save, and the device I had couldn't take that type and rip it for use elsewhere. And just a few weeks back, I got a device that was actually capable of ripping that type of save, but Literally between when I played RE2 on stream and when that device came in, the save battery died, so my saves from RE2 that I played on stream are gone. Good news, it's only like 6 hours of effort to get back everything that I lost, but still. So yeah, I have no idea when the save battery on my copy of Stadium is gonna die, but it will die eventually, so I need to get that replaced before I actually play it on stream, so that I can keep the save. So yeah, I do have everything I need to replace it, it's just a matter of needing it to not be a super hot day that's ultra humid. Like today actually isn't so bad. Most of this week it's been... let's see here. It has been in the mid-80s Fahrenheit, which... Let's see what that is in Celsius. Yeah, it's been around 30 degrees Celsius, and humidity has been consistently like 85% plus, which made it completely suck to be outside the house. And my soldering station is in the garage, which is... It's not completely outside exposed to the elements, but it's also not exposed to the AC, so yeah, it sucks out there. So, next time I'm able to actually inhabit the garage without melting, I'll get that battery replaced, and we'll handle that. I also need to replace the battery in... Well, actually, no, I can do crystal without replacing the battery, because I already did that one. Gold and silver I need to replace the batteries in, but crystal I can probably do, so... Who knows? If it takes too long before I can do Stadium, maybe I'll move on to Gen 2 sooner rather than later. We'll see. Either way, that's going to be it for this stream. Thanks, folks, for dropping by to watch and chat and all of that, and I'll be back on Tuesday for more streaming. Don't know what I'll be streaming. Maybe it'll be Stadium. Maybe it'll be Gen 2. Probably one of those two. But, yeah, Tuesday. See you then, friends.